Reignite your intuition to show to grow your intuitive self. This is the episode where I talk about the after Christmas blues and you. My name is Angela and I'm your host of the show and a highly intuitive person by birth who never lost her connection. I am the expert in supporting you, regaining your intuition and living a fulfilled and much easier life with it. Trusting fully your intuition takes time and is a very individual process. I share with you my knowledge and strategies I have developed to support yourself on a daily basis in any situation. By signing up to my freebie, you can support yourself to connect with your intuition. Go to angelahack.com, podcast English, there you'll find the link. Hi! Are you still in bed? Did you get up already? Do you think you can't move anymore? Did you eat too much? Did you have a huge family fight? How's life going? Did they give you the gift you wanted? Did they give not any gifts at all? Have you spent Christmas alone? I know these are all questions I can ask you and I'm pretty sure everybody has another answer. But this Christmas blues is something that I personally started to like many years ago. I grew up in a family we did not celebrate Christmas the traditional way. I remember that one part of the family we celebrated much earlier because it was a huge family, and once we had Christmas at December 6th with them because it was really a huge family. And I always wished for a Christmas like in a book that's from Astrid Lindgren. It's The Kids from Bullerbül, and I never had that. I remember that most of the time, if we were able to take vacation, we drove in the car on the 25th of December down to Italy, because that's for sure the day when there is less cars on the street. And somewhere later on, I think I must have been a teenager, we stayed at home for Christmas and I begged my dad to go with me to the forest because we had our own forest and just, get me a Christmas tree. And because the main part of Christmas was with the other family that was super small and we were the only kids and me and my beautiful sibling. And that was Christmas for me for many, many years. And then we started to celebrate at home, but the Christmas tree thing was always a kind of a thing, a bit of discussion. And then I started working in hospitality and tourism. And I figured, well, you know what? I don't have my own family, which I mean with I don't have my own kids. So why don't I work at Christmas? I have much more fun to go out New Year's and, do silly stuff and then sleep in. Or have like the late shift instead of the morning shift. So that's how I learned to spend Christmas at work. And later on, I learned how to spend Christmas alone. Due to my history, I was for a long time in a relationship where my partner went home for Christmas. And I did not. I did not see a reason to go to his home for Christmas. And as we did not have a Christmas tradition left, much of it mainly totally none, Christmas was spending time alone with me. And I remember so many people were like, oh no, poor you. Oh my goodness. Oh, do you want to come to us? I don't want you to stay home at Christmas alone, blah, 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 blah. And yes, please invite people who are alone and make sure they are not alone. But please invite those who are really alone. Because I had my own Christmas tradition. I started to go and buy really, really, really tasty stuff that I allow myself to eat once, twice, maximum a year. I always had my bottle of champagne. I watched Christmas carols up and down and left and right the whole day. And yes, I had the blues. Most of the time I had the blues after 2-3 days. So it was on the 25th or the 26th, mainly 26th, I had the blues. And that's natural because whole society, yesterday I went grocery shopping and there was a Christmas tree in the door and I am recording this at beginning of November, okay? And it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. And it's way too warm, by the way. And my wintry feeling is totally not yet there, knowing that by the end of this month, we start to have like these beautiful Christmas markets. So I don't have this Christmas feeling yet. But still, the surrounding starts to put this pressure on. It's like, hey, Christmas is coming. Come on, we got to do something. Hey, come. Tell me about it. Yeah, we find solutions, and we have to make gifts, and we have parties, and we have dates, and we have this, and we have that. Bam, 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 bam. Short version pressure is building up very, very slowly, but very, very steady most of the time. And that's something we just do every year. We have this pressure building up, and then we start to have the problem that at the days itself, when we meet our friends, when we meet our family and everybody, or kids are coming home from studying or whatever, all of a sudden it goes like, boom, whole energy falls down because there was so much expected from each and one of us by ourselves, not by the others. I'm talking about by ourselves. So that it ended into this nightmare situation that the pressure is gone and then the blues comes in. Pressure comes like boom, 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 boom. I can actually pretty much say it's the same like the rock star syndrome. The rock star syndrome is what I'm always talking about my clients when they have everything on the outside. When they come home, they close the door and then they feel alone. That's exactly what's happening. So you're having all this energy going on stage, but stage is called time from Advent, when the whole December, when you go through this time. This is the rock star time. And then there is finally the show at Christmas. And later on it's like, boom, emptiness. And that's the blues. And how can you deal with that blues? It would be awesome if you would start to be conscious about the pressure, if you would start to say no to others and yes to you, if you would totally agree on not going through all the traditions, to also say no, this year I'm tired of that, or I don't want to do that. Probably we should show that part of the recording to a lot of moms, because it is totally fine that parents get older, but it doesn't make sense that moms and dads with like 70 or 80 years have to do it all alone. That's what our kids start to be here for. So, all the things to be more aware of that, because if someone else is like, for example, you see your parents preparing like crazy, it's putting you under pressure as well, again, because you feel bad that you can't and blah, 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 blah. So if you start to become conscious about the fact that the Christmas blues is as hard as it gets, the more you get under pressure, you already can take a little bit of the blues out. And then after Christmas, enjoy it. Make hot chocolate or whatever and watch old Christmas movies. That's okay to have the Christmas blues. Guess what? It's coming back next year. And it's natural after that pressure, after that intense time to have the blues, and that's okay. But allow yourself to have the blues, because that makes the difference. Allowing yourself to have the blues. Okay? Sounds great? Awesome. So I wish you a very merry, merry Christmas. Not lots of good food, but really good food. A non-pressuring event. I hope that I just realized Christmas over. Yeah, but it's late Christmas. Come on. And a Happy New Year. It's the same with New Year. Make sure that you don't put yourself too much under pressure for the 31st. And then on January 1st, you got blues. Be conscious and aware of who you are, what you are. And it's coming back every year. I wish you a wonderful time. We hear each other on January 2nd, 2019. Wishing you a great time. Bye-bye. Are you ready for reignition? Yes? Go to angelahack.com, podcast in English, to sign up for the freebie to start to reignite all of it fully. Thank you for listening to the last podcast of 2018. It's amazing. It's now more than a year that I'm podcasting, and I would love to thank you for being part of the show. And I'm looking forward to have you back as a listener in 2019, and really hope you tell others about my podcast if you like it.